say 50% humidity, feels like a lot more than that. Conditioning and conditions will be a factor as the kickoff trickles out of bounds to start. Second down for UAB. They need 2. And the first carry for Spencer Brown. Has a crease, and Brown is across midfield.
At the end of his drop back, the ball was out. He's in rhythm and timing early here.
Brown pounding ahead for the first down. 3rd and 3. Brown bends it to the outside. He's got room. Brown close to the 10-yard line. Big gain for the big back for UAB. On second down, Eardley pulls it on the keeper. Eardley walks in for the touchdown. What an opening drive for the Blazers. Bradwell again on 2nd and 5, a little more room. Bradwell breaking a tackle and lunging across the 40-yard line. A first down for Tulane. It's from Last Chance U fame. 2nd and 6, and once again Bradwell, but this time struggles to make it back to the line of scrimmage. North Carolina now 3rd and 7. Banks, the pocket crumbles, and Banks is swallowed up. Talked about the size of rush. How about Garcia Williams coming off the edge at 6'8", 255 pounds. Second sack of the year. On the return, here's Andre Wilson. 2 flags are down. Wilson to the outside. Wilson trying to cut it back at the 30. An incredible return, but this might all be for naught. Back Blazer football. He's inspired so many people, football and non-football fans alike.
Wow, that's awesome. I love hearing that.
2nd and 10, Eardley launching it. And he's got Kalen Carter stepping over the defender and across midfield for UAB. Blazers returned 20 starters in all from their 8-win team a year ago. Brown following the right side of his line on 3rd down as UAB loaded things up. Eardley back in behind center. Clean pocket. Eardley eyes downfield. Did he make that catch? He sure did. UAB threatening again. 2nd and 5 now from the 6. Davis twirled down, and it's Teamer right at the heart of things again.
Hold UAB here.
3rd and 7. Eardley on the move. Eardley, the laser, that's intercepted. Donnie Lewis pulls it in. Kendall Ardoin, the tight end, is the motion man. Dolphin's first touch, and Dolphin is bottled up.
You're gonna make a lot of tackles, I can promise you, if you're gonna leave him unblocked like that.
3rd down, Banks, the deep drop. Banks, his pass is deflected again.
Goes the coach says you gotta call it, and he's like, no, I'm not calling it, okay.
Tyler Johnston, the backup quarterback, is in on 3rd and short. And Johnston should have the first down. Eardley feeling the heat, lets it go, and it's caught. Andre Wilson hauls it in. We're ending up at UAB. 3rd down.
He's short.
Making the cut in the hole. And this will depend on the spot. You like this call?
I like 8 offensive linemen in the game. Yes, you got to go. Here comes Johnston. Oh, counter. Good. Well done.
And Johnston breaking through the line. Inside the 10. 1st and goal for UAB.
Pound senior is in the game.
Johnson gives it to Brown. Reaches for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, UAB. Sinjon Bradbury, oatmeal raisin is evil. It is. Oatmeal raisin is the bane of my existence. Banks going deep, looking for Darnell Mooney. Double covered, and Mooney pulls it in. And now they have to throw on 3rd and 10. Instead, it's Bradwell gashing UAB up the middle, but he is short of the first down. Feed it to Bradwell. He's got the first down across the 20.
That's what it's all about on defense.
2nd and 10. Bradwell keeps out of the Wildcat, and Bradwell bangs inside the 5. 1st and goal now. Bradwell remains in there. Bradwell right down the chute for the touchdown. Tulane on the board. For what it's worth, Harry Pond on Facebook says good call. I think he might be rooting for Tulane.
I think most people watching this game are rooting for somebody.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, a bobble and a catch. Colin Lisa with his first reception. 3rd and 9 now. Late pressure, and Erdley delivers incomplete, but a flag is down. Looked like a JV tape the way Dauphine was running through the defense.
Here he goes.
Look out, Dauphine with space.
Yeah, they're not catching
Dauphine
him.
Across midfield.
Oh, they got him.
He's tripped up near the 35-yard line. Ancalad comes in motion. And Bradwell picks up 2. He needed a 3rd. Broderick Thomas, 4th and 1. Bradwell lining up at quarterback. Bradwell powering ahead.
Ooh, I don't know.
This'll depend on the spot.
I don't think he got there.
Donnie Lee, the running back, converted into a tight end, motions out. Erdley hit as he throws. Incomplete. Banks fakes the handoff, the pirouette. Banks in a lot of trouble and almost intercepted. A flag is down, and Banks is out there for Tulane. Banks is devoured. It's picked up by Garrett Marino across the 20. This play's still going. Marino dives in for the touchdown. The sack, the strip, and the 48-yard return for a score.
That's incredible. I love that.
Tulane's 0 of 6 on 3rd down. Can they convert here? That's picked off, and it's Mole. Another difference-making play by the defensive back. 1st and 10 at the Tulane 30 with more than a minute and a half to go. Erdley feeds it. Kingston Davis rumbling across the 20-yard line. A first down just like that. It's community college last year. Former Michigan recruit. This time Davis finds no room. UAB 5 of 9 on 3rd down. Davis charging ahead.
Wow.
A first down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for UAB.
Andre Wilson
Yes.
getting hurt while going in motion. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Back UAB up 5 yards. Erdley to the end zone, looking for
wow.
Carter, and coming down with it is Tulane. An interception. The Carius Keys. At 52 yards and a touchdown on 10 carries in the first half. Mooney goes in motion. Banks running the triple option. Keeping. Banks. Good decision. A first down for Tulane.
Not pass protecting.
On 2nd and 10. To the ground. And Bradwell goes right into the dirt.
Trying to do.
3rd and 12. 4-man rush. Banks climbing the pocket and delivers to Taron Ancalad for the first down. 2nd and 10. Play fake for Banks. Has time. Banks launches toward the end zone. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. Banks a laser beam. 2nd and 3. Donnie Lee, the motion man for UAB. New running back for the Blazers with a first down across the 45. Lucius Stanley, a redshirt freshman from North Fort Myers, Florida.
Tulane better bring pressure here.
Just 4. Stepping up, and a strike. What a catch. Flagging it down is Austin Watkins.
Ted, he's got as much time as he wants to throw the ball.
Tulane once again sending 4. Erdley pitches to the end zone. He wants Watkins. It's out of his reach. Incomplete.
What's the hashtag again?
TUL versus UAB. You can use that on Instagram as well. Nick Vogel on for the field goal, and it is good.
Stud. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given that to you.
You just look faster as a 300-pounder with a single digit. Banks in jail trying to escape. And Banks is swarmed. A sack. Banks gives it to Darius Bradwell, breaking free. And the ball pops out. One of his teammates looks like he's recovered it. Close to the UAB 30. Now it's time to sort out the pile.
There have been a lot of defensive players getting their hands on footballs or helmets, as the case may be, so far in this game. It did look like at first glance Tulane recovered it. Tremendous hustle. I think it was a receiver or a tight end that was downfield that jumped on it. We'll see who comes out of there.
Flag is down as Dauphine picks up 4 to the 29. And we'll get the call from Anthony Calabrese, our referee. Coming up in our next timeout. 2nd and 13. Here goes Amari Jones across the 30, his first carry today. Wallace able to recover that fumble. Now 3rd and 3. Banks, the triple option, the pitch to Mooney, down the sideline. He's across. Touchdown, Green Wave. A 25-yard burst. Thirdly, thankfully for UAB, is back on the field. 3rd and 2. Davis, second effort, leaning toward the first down marker. He's got it. Move the chains. Watkins comes in motion toward the formation. Hurdley slings it. That's caught. Andre Wilson across the 45, even as the Carius Keys was ripping at the ball. And throwing it especially with Spencer Brown on the sideline for now. 2nd and 8. Hurdley takes to the air. That's caught again. It's Wilson. Blazers 8 of 13 on 3rd down. They need 5. Off Wilson's hand, incomplete.
4 down territory here.
5 yards to go. Pressure off the edge. Erdley's pass is deflected. Incomplete. The straight drop. Marino on the chase. Banks weaves out of trouble. Banks, the stiff arm, and he's ridden out of bounds by Broderick Thomas. Hey, man.
You go old school.
Why not? 3rd and 13. Banks fires. Incomplete.
Haven't had a chance to do much today.
Zachary Block sends it away for Tulane. Wilson with the fair catch near the 20 of 14 on 3rd downs. But they need 8 here. Play fake. Tossing it to Donnie Lee. Makes a man miss. Lee twisting forward, and he comes up just a yard short. Wins his 200 wins. Tulane taking over here early in the 4th quarter, and UAB is all over it. All it takes is 1. Banks the play fake. Ball tipped high in the air and snatched at midfield. What a grab. Banks. Once again, his pass is batted down. Flag is down as well. Of getting off the field, Tulane has a first down at the 35 of UAB. Banks feeling the heat. Ball comes out. Jamel Garcia-Williams came from the backside. And UAB has recovered. 2nd and 10. Banks looking Hutterson's way, instead flings it downfield for Onkalad,
wow,
who got drilled in the end zone. 40-yard try, curling in. It's good. 3rd and long after the penalty. Banks.
There you go.
Out of bounds.
Sometimes you got to do that.
What?
And that was a heck of a
Gross.
That's worse than what I thought you were going to get at. That is a prank.
I can't get over that. As Andre Wilson fields the kick, 2 flags are thrown. Who would go to that trouble? Lucius Stanley opens this drive at running back. And Eardley gives it to him. Stanley across the 10 before he's pulled backwards. Good one to see. Fake the jet sweep to Lisa. Stanley hammering ahead to the 14-yard line. Zachary Harris at the UAB 18. Here's Brown, well rested. Across the 20, diving to the 24. Lawrence Graham hopping on his back. 2nd and 5 for UAB. Eardley fakes the toss to Stanley. He has a chasm up the middle. Eardley across the 35.
Really, for both teams, have showcased some pretty impressive athleticism. It is not easy to run, pull up into a hole like that at over 300 pounds. Here they come again.
Here is Stanley off tackle, breaking through a defender across the 45 and carrying 2 more to near midfield. 13 yards here. Tyler Johnston relieving Eardley. Yet again in the short yardage situation. Here goes Johnston. A first down and a face mask penalty to boot. Blocked. Remember, they passed up the opportunity for a field goal earlier in this game. 3rd and 4. Eardley to the air, to the end zone. Touchdown! Logan Scott, the tight end, sneaking behind the defense. The UAB offensive line also getting a lot of love.
I like that.
Just split it 5 ways. Banks hit as he delivers it, and it is incomplete. Jabril Cluis had it for a moment. Marshawn Diggs knocked it out of his hands. Tulane needs 6. Banks throwing the slant. It's Mooney spinning ahead to the 40-yard line. Gain of 11 on that play. Tulane going tempo, under 2 minutes. Banks to the sideline and pulling it in at the UAB 30 with a flag down. 30-yard gain puts Tulane at the UAB 30. Banks firing again, incomplete. 10. Again, Tulane has all 3 of their timeouts. Pressure. Ball popped out. Will that be ruled an incomplete pass? Or will it be ruled a fumble?
Right now, it's being ruled a fumble.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Tyler Johnston in at quarterback, giving to Spencer Brown. Stop for a loss of a yard. Here, one of the very best that Conference USA has to offer. Brown cutting it back on 2nd and 11. He picks up 2.
But even here in the second half, they've had their opportunities.
3rd and 9. It's Brown diving to the 39. Chocolate chip macadamia nut. Thank you. Kyle Greenwell, the true freshman, punts it away. Robertson on the return, clipped and knocked out of bounds. Tommy Bowden is the head coach. Can Banks come up with heroics? Banks on the scramble across the 35. And Banks goes down at the 37. Right back to the line. And Banks clocks it, 39 seconds. Deep safeties for UAB, back in their own territory. Banks stepping up. Throws it short. Incomplete.
Yikes.
Banks again skips it in, incomplete.
Safeties are way deep, and they got 2 linebackers right there ready for him to run. They're not going to let him run.
Here's the game. Banks,
unless they do,
can pick it up with his legs into UAB territory inside the 40-yard line. Ready to kill it. And the spike. 14 seconds remaining, and now Banks can launch a few shots to the end zone. Banks on the move.
Got to go end zone now.
Instead, looking for Ancalad coming back to the football. One last chance for the Green Wave. Banks directing traffic. He gets blasted. He's ruled down. The game is over here in Birmingham. UAB delivers an enormous non-conference win. And the home winning streak continues here at Legion Field for the Blazers.